Kennedy Goss is a 19-year-old sophomore at IU. Her freshman year at Indiana, she was named Big Ten Freshman of the Year, Big Ten Newcomer of the Year, first-team All-Conference, and two-time All-American in the 200 freestyle and 4x200 freestyle relay. Goss grabbed a bronze medal at the NCAAs this year and a spot on the Canadian national team. Goss started swimming at the age of 2, but began competitive meets around 8 and has had her sights set on one thing since then.
It still hasn't really sunk in that I'm going to the Olympics, and it's been a dream of mine since I started swimming, and it's hard to believe that I actually did it.
Goss is making her mark as an elite swimmer, much like her father, Sandy Goss, who was a 2-time Olympic silver medalist. Her father won in the 4x100 medley relay at Los Angeles in 1984 and Seoul in 1988. Following in her father's footsteps, her goals for this summer are not much different.
My goals at the beginning of the year were to come top 3 at NCs and make the Olympic team. Well, our relay, which I qualified in the 4x2, is kind of hopeful for a medal, so hopefully we'll come up on the podium.
Canadian Olympic qualifying trials took place April 5th through 10th in Toronto, where Kennedy found her way on the 4x200 free relay team with a strong performance in the 200 freestyle. Since the Olympic trials, Goss has been named one of 17 women on Swimming Canada's roster for the 2016 World Short Course Championships. Goss is one of 2 Canadians on IU's roster this year. Teammate Brooklyn Snodgrass redshirted for the 2015-16 season, but fell short of earning a spot on the Olympic team. Having a fellow Canadian on the team was a draw for Goss when making her college decision.
I came to IU because when I got recruited by Ray, I kind of fell in love with this school. And we also had a lot of other Canadians on the team. I think we had 4 when I was getting recruited, like Bronwyn Peslowski, Brenna McLean, and Cynthia Pamet, and Brooklyn Snodgrass. And when I came in, I fell in love with the school. And the one thing Ray told me, which no other NCAA school told me, was I'd rather send a kid to the Olympic Games than win an NCAA title, which trials being only 2 weeks after NCs, it was a little bit of a taper plan for what we were going to do. And him saying that really reassured me that if NCs doesn't go as planned, then I still have trials to bank on that, and he wouldn't really care if NCs wasn't the best NCs I've ever had, but if Olympic trials was.
Goss plans to swim until 2020, so she will have 2 more years of swimming as a Hoosier, and then she will continue her schooling for a 5th year in Bloomington. For Hoosier Sports Report, this is the Road to Rio series. I'm Olivia Ray.